Hey everybody, it's Bruce here with Stock Markets with Bruce. Welcome to my new channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about Apple. Specifically, if you bought 100 shares of Apple when they went public back in 1980, how are you doing today? You're doing well, and I'll tell you how well in just a minute. The company has been around now for over 40 years. 1980 it went public. It's 2020 today. It was created in the 70s. And they've come a long way. Please consider subscribing to my channel, Stock Markets with Bruce. Give me a thumbs up if you like these videos. Let me know your thoughts on my videos and topics you'd like me to cover. Today, Apple is practically a 1.5 and 1.6 trillion dollar company. It's on its way to a $2 trillion valuation if you multiply all the shares outstanding by the price of the stock. This is a shot here of the brand new campus that they've just finished building in the last year or so. $5 billion head office. But it all started with these two guys, Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs, working on some computer ideas out of Steve Jobs' parents' garage way back when. Here is the original prospectus issued in December 1980. You could have bought shares at $22 a share when they went public. Here are the initial shareholders of the company the day it did go public. There was an investment firm that owned 3.8 million out of New York, Venrock. Then there's Steve Jobs, 7.5 million shares. Mr. Markula, Mr. Wozniak, and a whole bunch of other guys with millions of shares each. These guys were all millionaires the day the company went public, but they had worked their tails off to get it to that point. The company had its ups and downs after they did go public. They were able to launch new systems and new computers, but they did run into a few issues, and so much so that at one point in time, Steve Jobs was forced out of the company he created. Unthinkable. But after a number of years, Steve was brought back to try to resurrect the good old days, and he did. He brought back his ideas and vision for the company. Of course, he had matured by the time he returned as well. And the company made a lot of groundbreaking moves. Here he is here in his early days. The company, of course, went through all of the computer systems, the laptops. They produced the iPod. This here revolutionized the music business. Unbelievable. You remember your Sony AM/FM cassette player that you used to have attached to your hip when you went jogging? Then the iPhone 7 killed the iPod and changed everything, turned this into a portable computer. And of course, the company has just surged ever since. Here's a breakdown of the chart from 1980 to now. For the first 15 years, it looks like the stock didn't do anything, but it did. The shares in the last 6 months have been as high as was in the 340 range, went down into the 250 range, and now hitting new highs at 383 a share. If you bought 100 shares at $22, you would now have 5,600 shares worth $383 each, because the stock has split several times. And your $2,200 investment in December 1980 would now be worth $2,144,000. And every time the shares go up $1 a share, you are $5,600 richer, because you now have 5,600 shares instead of 100. Tim Cook is taking over the reins since Mr. Jobs has passed away, and he seems to be doing a very good job, because the shares are now hitting all-time highs. The company has over $200 billion cash in the bank and is a world leader in its field. An unbelievable story. $2,200 to $2.1 million. Not a bad investment. The question is, if you'd have bought the shares in 1980 when you were, say, 25 years old, would you still be holding them today at age 65, or would you have sold them when they went to 50 or 100? You doubled your money. Did you get out? I don't know. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks, everybody, for being here. Please subscribe to Stock Markets with Bruce. We'll talk to you next time, everybody. Bye for now.